Morning. It's a lovely Sunday morning, the sun's shining, temperature's around about 9 degrees. Luckily there's no wind, and this is my first ever fishing video. I'm 60 years old this year, and I've been fishing on and off since I was 18. I've never been heavily into match fishing or carp fishing or anything other really than pleasure fishing. And I've only really got back into it over the last 3 or 4 years after a break of some, probably I'd say 20 years, due to having children and other commitments, what have you. So I've watched a lot of videos on fishing, as you do. I mean, I've subscribed to quite a few channels, Andy May and Jamie Hughes, Winning Ways and Westies and a few others, and I try and take as much information from those as I can. But the way I want to portray things is I'm just an ordinary guy doing a nice bit of fishing. Even after all these years, I still get it wrong. I still end up in a tree or overcast and end up on the bank across the way, and then have to drag it back and end up losing kit. But I like to think what I want to do is just to portray life as your general day-to-day person that just likes going and have a bit of fishing. I don't and I can't afford top-end tackle. I can't afford to go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on rods and reels. I'm not a tackle tart, although I do like things to be right. The only time I've ever had a really expensive rod, I treated myself to a Drennan Acolyte 12-foot float rod. It cost me, I think, just short of 200 quid. And I was so excited when I got it back, and I set it up and had it on the grass, and my little 3-year-old grandson was riding round, and when I weren't looking, and he didn't do it on purpose, I know he didn't, but he drove straight across the tip end and snapped it. So I never really got to use it in its entirety. So I kind of sort of cut it down and done a repair job on it, and now I've got sort of an 11-foot 8 Drennan Acolyte. But that's the only bit of expensive kit that I've got. So today I'm off to a place called Newton Lakes Fishery. My first time really doing a full carp session, because I've only really got into carp fishing over the last probably 6 months. And I don't really want to get fully into it, because I always vowed that I wouldn't, and that I would always sort of stick to my roots and just do a bit of course fishing just to keep me occupied and having a bit of de-stressing away from work. So this is my first time doing a full day ticket on a carp lake. My grandson's got me into it, really. I mean, I got him into fishing about 2.5 years ago when he was 10 years old, not thinking for 1 minute that he would take it on as much as he has, and he absolutely loves it, and he's into carping, and he's like, "Oh granddad, you're gonna have to come carp fishing." So I'm doing my first night session with him for his birthday in a couple of months' time. So I thought, I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll just go down on my own. This is a new fishery for me and for him, and I said to him, we'll try it out, or I'll try it out, and then if it's any good, we'll go and spend a day there before we go there, which he was happy to do with. But like I say, I can't afford expensive equipment. I mean, the 2 rods that I've got, one's an Advanta carp rod, and the other one is a Sonic Hero X carp rod, and I've matching them up with an Advanta reel and a Sonic Hero X reel as well on the other one. I've got a Hero X rod pod, 2 rods, and that's about it really. So I'm just going for the first time to see what it's like. I'm not expecting anything, because I know that carp fishing can be very, very difficult. So if anything, I'm just hoping to enjoy a little bit of good weather that we've got up here in Lancashire, and take it from there. So what I'll do is I'll give you updates throughout the day, and I'll let you know how I get on. But anyway, thanks for watching AAA, which is Andy's Amateur Angling, and I'll catch up with you later. Cheers. Okay, well, here we are at Newton Lakes. It's taken me about an hour to set up because it's the first time I've really done it, and the hardest part about it was putting the landing net up, but there you go, it's all done now. I'll quickly flick around and give you a quick look. So there's my 2 rod setup. I'm doing fishing 1 just in the margin to the right where those reeds are, and I've got 1 out by the island using PVA bags. This is the rest of the lake, which you can see is very busy. There's only 1 peg free as far as I'm aware, and that's the one to my left. So I was talking to the guy that night fished it today, or last night should I say, and he had absolutely no luck whatsoever. He fished it for 24 hours and never had a sniff, and by all accounts the whole lake has not been fishing well at all. He's not known anybody catch anything in the last 24 to 48 hours. But hey ho, it's not all about the fishing. It's just sometimes it's just nice to be out by the bank, sat down, watching the world go by. I've got the wind in my face, which isn't too bad because it's not that windy. So I'm just looking forward to a lovely day. If anything else happens, obviously I'll let you know. Thanks very much. Well, I've been fishing for just shy of an hour and 3/4 now, and I've got to say it's absolutely dead. Nobody seems to be catching at all. I've managed to get myself into a bird's nest with regards to the reel backing up on me, so that took me about 20 minutes to clear that out. I've had about 3 cups of coffee. The sun keeps going in and coming out, and there's a little bit of a wind which is making it a bit nippy. So as you can see, I've sort of got 2 hats on and snood and what have you. But quiet day so far, but I'm enjoying myself, and that's what matters. So I'll give you a further update a little bit later. Thank you. Well, it's 1 PM and the lake is still really busy. No one's gone home yet, but no one's caught a thing. There's quite a bit of wind on the water, but that really shouldn't affect things. It's a beautiful sunny day, but that wind is really chilly. I've cast out again to see if I get any more luck, but as yet nothing. All I'm doing is at the moment is getting plagued by ducks that keep setting off my bait alarms, but that's all part and parcel of it. So still enjoying it. Just had my lunch and a cup of coffee, so I'll keep you posted. Hi, well it's 4:20 and I'm on my way home now. It was an unsuccessful day. Nobody was catching at all. Couldn't even see any fish rising, couldn't see them anywhere wandering around the lake, and yet we know that there are some pretty big fish in that lake. So as much as I haven't caught anything, I've had an enjoyable time, and the sun's been shining. It was a bit cold in the wind, but on the whole it was an enjoyable day. So I shall look forward to my next excursion and put another video on. So tight lines everyone, bye.